But what I'm saying to you is that you a lick, you a Vic. You can get got. You go to sleep with your watch gone.
Yeah.
It's your fault, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm gonna stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this scandal.
Tony Yayo just said something shocking, and now the internet is going crazy. The G-Unit rapper said that OG girls are not just getting money, but also running the industry. He even thinks Shannon is caught in one of their traps. And it gets even crazier because Dr. Umar agrees with him. Both of them say powerful people are using women to control famous men like Shannon and Kanye West. They talk about shady deals and surprise pregnancies, and claim it is all part of a big plan. So the question is, did Shannon get tricked, and is the industry trying to bring black men down? Tony Yayo talked about all this in a new interview on VladTV. He had a lot to say about Shannon Sharpe's legal issues. He thinks Shannon should have listened to Dr. Umar and stayed away from white women.
I think sometimes he should have listened to Dr. Umar and what Monique said. That was two things.
Just so you know, Dr. Umar also spoke out about Shannon's situation during an interview on the Art Dialogue. The psychologist said Shannon messed up with Gabriella Zuniga, the woman who filed a case against him. In his opinion, Shannon's mistake was not supporting her with money. He said if you are rich and dealing with someone on the side, you should make sure they're happy, so they don't turn on you or expose you. Shannon didn't do that, and that was a big mistake. Dr. Umar also said Shannon was acting wild for telling the woman she could take out her IUD around his birthday. He believed Shannon was never serious about her, but still gave her false hope, which made things worse. Umar explained that by saying things like that, Shannon turned a simple money for intimacy deal into something that felt like a real relationship. Now it might sound like Umar is against Shannon, but that's not the case. He actually wants Shannon to fight the accusations. He just wants him to stop dealing with white women in the future before he gives him full support.
I'm gonna stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm gonna stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, I think it's a scam.
And this is where Tony Yayo steps in. He believes that if Shannon had listened to Dr. Umar's advice from the start, he wouldn't be in this mess now. And if Shannon was going to deal with women like that, he should have at least been smart about it and more careful.
If you could offer a girl 10 million, you know what I'm saying? If you could offer a girl 10 million, you know, and now she want 50 million, so she know how much money you really kind of playing with, so you just got to know who you are. Because a lot of chicks would have been like 10 million.
Look, I broke down.
A lot of chicks would have been like 10 million, but this the type of girl that, you know what I'm saying? She wanted 50 million. But what I'm saying to you is that you a lick, you a Vic. You can get got. You go to sleep with your watch gone.
Yeah.
It's your fault. You know what I mean? You see it happen all the time.
But that's exactly where things went wrong. Shannon was not careful, and in Tony Yayo's opinion, the woman took full advantage of that.
You gotta think, you a lick.
Oh, yeah.
So the way you see this girl, like the way she's running around, it seemed like, yo, the nigga Shannon Sharpe was a lick. Like, yo, I'm gonna get this nigga.
But the real question fans are asking is why Tony Yayo and Dr. Umar are telling Shannon to be careful of women instead of telling him to just be a better man. The reason is that both of them believe when men reach a high level in the industry, the powerful people behind the scenes start sending certain women into their lives. These women act like handlers and are being called the new gatekeepers of the industry. Tony and Umar believe these women are working for the higher-ups and doing whatever they are told. If that sounds hard to believe, just look at Shannon's situation. Between his podcast club Shay Shay and his job at ESPN, he was doing well. Even after his deal with the Volume ended, he still had many big money offers waiting. But now after all the drama and lawsuits, those deals are gone. A source from First Take said Shannon risked everything with these accusations, and now his reputation is ruined. The podcast deals are off, and people do not want to work with him, especially women. Right now, things are falling apart for Shannon, and in Tony Yayo's view, it all happened because he didn't realize who he was really dealing with.
Because I know he stepped down from ESPN.
Stepped down from
That's
ESPN.
crazy. Let me get his job.
The worst part is this whole situation could have been avoided. All Shannon had to do was stay away from the trap set by the powerful people behind the scenes. And it's not like that's impossible. Just look at someone like LeBron James. You don't see him getting caught up with OnlyFans models or white women.
This is what you gotta understand. Let me get 100 million. You're not even gonna see me.
Yeah.
And once you get 100 million, you can't really play around with a lot of women like that, bro. Let's just keep it real. You got too much to lose, especially when you have endorsements. That's why you see LeBron James when he's places he's running from women.
Yeah.
Yeah, All-Star Weekend or whatever it is, he's running from women because
he ain't taking pictures with women.
You getting a certain amount of money, you can't really OD. You might have, your one girlfriend and you just chill.
Now, if you think Tony Yayo is going too far with his claims, you might want to think again. Fans have started to notice a pattern where successful men lose everything once a certain woman enters their life. Take Kanye West and Bianca Censori, for example. At first, people said Kanye was the one controlling Bianca, but a few months ago, rumors started spreading that Bianca might actually be his handler. It shocked a lot of fans, but documents shared by the U.S. Sun showed that Bianca was given special power of attorney over one of Kanye's properties. That means she could make legal decisions for him under certain conditions. Even though it wasn't full control, it still gave her power over his business and home decisions. That alone changed the balance in their relationship. What makes it even more wild is that the house in question was the one Kanye bought right across the street from Kim Kardashian. He bought it to stay close to his kids and wanted to tear it down and build a new one. But instead, Bianca transferred the deed to a company called SE Investments Venture HHLLC in Calabasas. Some sources even said she was planning to take over Kanye's business affairs. And to top it off, there was a blind item report claiming Bianca had plans to put Kanye in a conservatorship. So this could just be the start of something even bigger.
After some continuously puzzling behavior from Kanye West, including a bizarre Super Bowl commercial last night and his stunt at the Grammys with Bianca Censori is allegedly planning on getting him into a conservatorship to control his money. Everything in this video is alleged, not confirmation of validity of allegations. After last night, the quote-unquote wife of the permanent A-list rapper is one day closer to getting him into a conservatorship and controlling his money. And again, this is allegedly Bianca Censori and Kanye West.
And then there's Bianca's behavior at work. Former employees describe her as ruthless. They said she refused to sign contracts and tried to control even small but important parts of the work environment. One former senior designer at Yeezy said she completely changed and became a nightmare. She even wanted to cut lunch breaks for seamstresses, even though they had to travel 2 hours just to get there every day. After she married Kanye, she started using his name to threaten people in LA. Many people came forward with stories about how badly she treated them. So when you look at all the facts, it's clear Bianca isn't some innocent person. She knew exactly what she was doing when she married Kanye, and it looks like she planned to take full control. One person even said she's his handler and claimed Kanye is not mentally well. They compared him to Britney Spears, saying his mind is broken, but sometimes he has clear moments and the media just calls him crazy. According to them, Kanye is one of many victims being targeted by powerful people behind the scenes. And he's not the only one. Take Bill Belichick, for example. He's the head football coach at the University of North Carolina and is worth around $70 to $75 million. But people aren't just talking about his money. They're talking about his 24-year-old girlfriend. That's right. He's 73 and dating someone nearly 50 years younger. At first, it might seem like the usual rich older man with a young woman story. But during a recent CBS interview, things took a weird turn. Jordan Hudson, his girlfriend, messed up during the interview. She took control of the whole thing and wouldn't even answer basic questions about their relationship, like how they met. That raised a lot of red flags and showed that there might be more going on than people thought.
How did you guys meet?
I'm not talking about this.
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on.
Fans found it really strange. It seemed like she was the one in control of the relationship. What's even more shocking is that Bill, who who's 5 decades older than her, was letting her call all the shots. It's not like he needed her help. He's been successful for a long time. But in that interview, Jordan was the one with all the power, and it made fans question what's really going on behind the scenes.
She's sitting off to the side. It's super weird and creepy. She's sitting off to the side, supervising Bill Belichick, a man 5 decades her senior, doing an interview. He seems to be wearing a Navy shirt that he took off a homeless person. I don't know if they ever explained why he's wearing a shirt that actually has like full-scale worn holes in it. She's also wearing a Navy shirt. So it's like one of the funniest things about this relationship is where she, a 24-year-old, treats him like he's a 24-year-old. He's wearing kind of like something that a bro would wear after coming back from the gym, except he's 74 years old and probably saw the FDR administration. And that's like an amazing thing.
Honestly, after watching the way their dynamic played out on national TV, it's hard to believe they're together for love. Bill might think he's in love, but it's obvious that Jordan has other things on her mind. It even seemed like she had full control of his social media accounts as well.
There's some great pictures of you and Jordan, where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing Jordan on your feet. She's doing kind of the Titanic pose.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
Even Bill's close family and friends don't seem to approve of his relationship with Jordan. Jennifer Schmidt, the wife of Bill's son Stephen Belichick, responded to a comment by comedian Nikki Glazer, who claimed that Jordan was acting as Bill's publicist after that CBS interview. Jennifer shut that down by saying, "Publicists act in a professional manner and don't storm off set delaying an interview." Bill also released a statement about the interview, saying that he had told his publicist, Simon & Schuster, that all interviews should focus only on his book, The Art of Winning, Lessons from My Life in Football. But things didn't go as planned. Bill said, "I was surprised when unrelated topics were introduced, and I repeatedly told the reporter Tony Duppel and the producers I wanted the conversation to stay on the book." After this kept happening, Jordan, with whom he has both a personal and professional relationship, stepped in to help refocus the conversation. Bill claimed she wasn't avoiding any questions, but simply doing her job to keep things on track. But fans saw something different. It looked like Jordan was pulling the strings and controlling the conversation. As for why she would do that, the answer seems pretty clear. Money. When you look at everything, it's clear Tony Yayo might be right. The higher-ups in the industry seem to use women as handlers to bring down powerful men. It gives them a chance to directly control someone's wealth. And the worst part? The victims often don't even realize what's happening. Now, the big question is whether Shannon is caught in the same trap, or if he's just dealing with the consequences of his own choices. What do you think? Is Tony Yayo right? Does the industry work like this? And is Shannon another victim? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.